Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up. I'm having to go on my phone because my computer had a problem. Can you guys hear me today? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me know. Uh, hello, hello. Well, it appears that people are on here waiting, but I am not. Okay, you guys can hear me. I tell you, if there's not a technical problem, it's not a Glow Live. For some reason, StreamYard wouldn't let me go up or wouldn't let me upload on my computer, only on my phone. So, anyhow, everyone, hello, hello. How is it going? And the topic today was going to be, are you living in fear and how to combat it? But you know what? I think I'm going to save that for next week. And I'm probably going to even erase this live, but I want to honor the time of you all that came on and wanted to say hello. So hello, hello. Let's see who is in the house. Um, see who's here. Sheila, hello, Sheila. If not now, Win is in the house. 3 generations. Oh my goodness. Keeping up with Colorado. How have you been doing? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is a good day. You know what? My philosophy is not to hold on to problems, let them go and move on. And that's what I'm going to do on this live. Hey, Turner's on the road. I haven't had a chance to get back with you, but thank you for emailing me. I saw that you did, and I want to and plan to get in contact with you. This has been a really challenging week for me. I'm having some serious medical problems, and I may share them with you at a later point. But right now, until we get some things resolved, I'm going to not discuss them until we really find out what's going on. So it's been a very eventful in many ways week. Uh, let's see who else. Caroline Hannah. Hello, Caroline. Vaughn's on a roll is in the house. Kenneth. Oh my goodness. It says Kenneth is here. Oh my goodness. So what has been going on with you? How was your 4th of July, everyone? Did you have a good 4th of July? And did you go to see fireworks or did you barbecue? Did you do kind of the traditional stuff that we usually do on 4th of July? Let me know in the comments here what you guys did 4th of July. Hey, Doug. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, let's light this candle. Belle. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Belle. How are you doing? Oh, my goodness. So what did you guys do? Did you have barbecue? Did you get with family or friends? Did you just stay in the house and try to avoid all the madness out around you? We went to the fair, and I tell you, oh my gosh, it was packed, loaded to the gills. Um, we went early though. It opened at 11 and we got there a couple minutes after 11. And then we left about 5. And as we were leaving, people were coming in mad droves. So I'm so glad that we left when we did and we got there when we did. I am going to go around. Some of you may have noticed I'm not in the Glowmobile today. I'm in something else. I haven't done a tour. I'm going to do it, like I said, first on the members, but let me get out. One thing about the phone, I can walk around a little bit. Let me let me go get out here, and I'm going to give you a little peek, not much because I don't want to spoil the tour, but this is a little peek, just a little peek, and as you can see, this is not a high top. So this is not what I had planned to be traveling in, but gas and everything has taken a toll, and I've decided to try this for a while and see how it works. I still have Glowmobile 1. I'm calling this Glowmobile Junior because it's so small. and I can't stand in it. So I'm going to see. I'm going to take it on a test run. Hopefully, depending on what tests come out on me this week coming up, and take it up to Flagstaff and see how that does. Hey, Graham, how's it going? Bug, sorry to hear that. Oh, I tell you. Hey, Red's in the house. And Nora, of course, one of my great moderators, along with Red and many others, and also a member. And who else is here? Have I greeted everyone? I think I have. Hey, Brenda. Hey, how's it going? And what is this about? Everyone saying blessings to Kin. Is something going on with my one of my favorite people, Kin? But as you can see, I'll give you another little peek just to tease you a little bit. It's got a hatchback, and I'm standing up and I can reach the hatchback. So, you know, it's not very tall. And I will tell you this, it does have a refrigerator. It has, of course, my portable toilet. It has, well, let me show you what it does have. So you'll know that, of course, I can't have something that doesn't have this. It has spices, a spice rack. Can you see that? Yep, got all my spices there. Hopefully you could see that. I don't know if you could from the angle I'm at. I couldn't tell what you guys were seeing. Oh, Brenda says you made it to Coos Bay yesterday. No heat? Well, you're one of the few people in this country who can say that right about now, that you have no heat. Where are you at right now, Red? Have you got back to Colorado? Tina says, hello, 109 index in Southwest. Well, what are you guys doing to keep cool? I saw something at the fair yesterday, and I want you guys to tell me what you think about this. It's called Cool Aid, I think, AID, and it's a swamp cooler. It's 14 pounds, which is really easy for me to carry around. And it's about maybe 2.5 feet tall, and you put water in it, and wow, it was kicking out some cold air. I mean, really cold air yesterday at the fair. And I'm thinking of getting one of those, but I was a little concerned, or am a little concerned, about the moisture and about possibly building some mold. So what do you guys think of that? Do you, I did ask the guy, and he said, well, if you're going to use one of these, you have to have proper ventilation. So has anyone on here ever used a swamp cooler? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to climb into my little device here, or my little, I'm going to say my baby van here. And I've got a little stool. I'll show you guys. It's actually, because the sides are kind of taken up a little bit, it's actually easier for me to just put let me show you guys. See this stool here? I get that stool and I climb on, and I climb in back from the trunk. Leave it to me to do something cuckoo, but I'm climbing in back from the trunk, and oh my goodness. Okay, I'm inside here. Oh, let me move over a little. Oh, my head is hitting the top. You know, this is not what I am used to, but you will see me on my first trip on this. Oh, my head. Well, if I don't have my hat on, see this big hat? I can sit up straight, but with the hat on, I can't. So this is going to be some big adjustments. Hey, Sunflower Marcia, hello. Carol Rivers is asking, is there camping at Coos Bay? Let's see. Oh, Red says 11 minutes late. I know. Where are you? Hey, I am I was trying to get on, Red, trying to get on. And that's why you see me on my phone. But Belle says, I'm loving this topic today. Can't wait to see people's perspectives. Well, you know what? Since you guys did come on maybe to hear that, I am going to have a video hopefully next week. I didn't do any videos this week. So many things were going on. I've had to have so many tests and so many things done that I just didn't do any videos. And I gave myself permission to take care of myself and get testing done and all that this week. But, well, let me just ask you guys a couple of questions. How are you coping with all the fear that there's tension in the air? I sense tension in the air. I sense that people are on edge. When I go places, people seem to be uptight. Is it just me, or are you finding that to be the case as well? So, what are you guys finding? Are you seeing that people are tense when you go places, or do you notice that there's tension in the air? And people seem to be a lot easier to get angry and angrier above and beyond the issue at hand. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, what happened would usually result in a response that's maybe a 3. People are going all the way up to 8, 9, even 10. Now, is that just me, or is it you guys? Are you noticing that too? I see red. We'll come back at the end and we'll go over everything on your lives, okay? And we will definitely talk about all that. But hey, Judy, so good to see you. Oh my goodness, you must be in Alaska right now. But what are you guys noticing? And hey, Boomer in the Burbs, hello. Are you noticing that there seems to be just tension in the air, and people seem to be kind of holding their breath? What was that movie, Waiting to Exhale? People are kind of holding their breath, waiting to exhale, waiting to see what's going to happen, if something's going to happen with these elections coming up. I mean, it's just, things are just in such a state of uncertainty. And I think uncertainty often causes fear and anxiety. If you go out to walk on a bridge, say, and it looks like it's kind of, a little wobbly, one of those long bridges, that you can go over a gorge on, because it's uncertain. You're uncertain whether it's going to hold you or not. You're uncertain whether you're going to cross. And uncertainty begets fear. So what do you guys think? Hey, Rose Grace, do you think that, hello, Doofus Adventures, do you think that the uncertainty that we're all facing right now, not knowing what's going to happen in the future, do you think that is what is causing this fear? I'd love to hear some comments from all of you. Hey, Doofus Adventures and Janet from St. Helens. Oh, okay, your house is okay. Prayers for you. Thank you. Holy Franca, hello. How are you? Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. I'll take all the healing vibes I can get. I'll know more probably in a couple of weeks. Noreen says, so sorry. Thank you. Oh, Monica, California. Yeah, I appreciate all of the, but I don't have anxiety. I used to be a person who would worry about things way downstream. What's going to happen? What are we going to have for dinner next week? What's happening next month? Where are we going to live in 5 years? But I have let go of that. As I've gotten older, it's just too much to carry. Do you know what I mean? And it's too much to worry about things that I don't have to. It's like, why suffer in advance? If something is seriously wrong, I'll have plenty of time to worry then. But right now, I'm trying to stay on an even keel and just enjoy life and keep on keeping on. So, uh, oh, so Noreen, you stayed, Boomer and the Burbs was at home. Okay, a lot of people don't. I know when I was growing up, my mom did not like driving during holidays because she was just concerned too many people out drinking and driving. Home relaxing. Okay. Doofus says fourth in Temecula. Okay, followed a tradition. Missing. Oh, hey, missing pieces of parenting. Oh, ooh, I wish I could find some of those missing pieces. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm missing a lot of pieces. Uh, I'm glad you caught me today, missing pieces of parenting. Thank you, Red. Thank you. Um, yeah, you have to slow down to take care of your mental health, or you will have anxiety. Carol says, I went to Traveling Willoughby Supergroup concert. Huh, with my brilliant, oh, wow. I have never heard of that group. What kind of group are they? Are they country? Are they rock? Are they retro, like an older group from the 70s or 80s or huh? Thank you, Linda Wilson. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sunflower Marshall. Oh, you stayed home away from the heat. A lot of people did that. Although in my house, I don't have air conditioning. Although I have a portable unit, I don't have house-wide air conditioning. So for me, getting away and going somewhere, although out at the fair, it was pretty hot, I have to say. Turners on the Road stayed home and made keychains, the normal day for us. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Nora says, stayed in the house to avoid madness. I know. Preferred My preferred way to celebrate. It is a lot of madness out there. It is. We went to the fair. We left about 5, came home, relaxed a little because we had been there for hours. And then we went right down the street from our house and watched fireworks and then just went home. So it was a nice day. We didn't overdo it. At first, the people who I was going to the fair with, they wanted to go at 11 and stay until the fireworks at 9 o'clock at night, and at 9 or 10 at night. And I was like, no. I think they were going to be at 9:45. I was like, there's no way I can do that. And I've learned to say no. You know, a lot of times I want to please someone else or do what they want to do, but I've learned as I get older to say no and do what is best for me. And I said that I was at Fiesta Island last Saturday, and it took over an hour, and about an hour and 20 minutes to get out of there. And I didn't want to deal with that at the fair. You know, if you wait till the fireworks, then you leave, you have the whole, and that's right when the fair is closing. So everyone is leaving. It can take you up to 2 hours to get out of there. I was not, I looked at the cost versus the benefit, and I decided that seeing fireworks at the fair when I could see them somewhere else wasn't worth it. So again, cost benefit analysis. I'm doing that more and more these days. Duba's Adventure says, hung out in the house and walked to the sports park. Okay. Thank you, Carol Rivers. Mona, California said, stay in the home, trying to stay cool. Yeah, it looks like this heat spell is going to be going on for a little bit longer. Hey, Susie Aspen, hello. Uh, if not now, when? Says had barbecue and then sat to watch the neighbors' fireworks. Oh, watching to make sure they picked up the stuff that landed on my yard. Hey, I heard that. Hmm. I don't blame you. That's not being grumpy. That's just expecting them to be responsible. Judy says, I am enjoying the beautiful, cool 65-degree weather in Alaska. I'll send some cool down there for everyone. Well, thank you. I would appreciate that. I'm sure everyone else here would appreciate it. I am, God willing, knock on wood. I'm hoping to I'm hoping to get to Alaska. Well, I'm planning, let me say planning to go to Alaska next summer. That is the plan. If the creek, what do they say? If the creek don't rise. Hey, Patty Irwin, it's hot here in Corona. Oh, I know it's hot there. Please say a prayer. Things getting real hard with 95-year-old father. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patty. And I'm sure the heat is not helping any. But just, Lord, let's just say a prayer right now. Just go touch Patty's father, touch Patty, strengthen her both mentally, physically, emotionally, and just help her to go through whatever is going to be facing her ahead, and give her support and just good people around her to be the wind beneath her sails. But we're just praying for your Patty and your father. Wow, what a blessing. You got him 95. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow. Carolyn Grayer says, I love your content. You're so inspiring. Thank you, Carolyn, when I can get on. But thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, I know, Boomer. I've got the spice rack. Oh, there's a spice I want to show you guys. You know I love my soul food spices, and those are the ones my brother sends me from North Carolina. But there's a new spot. It's not a new spice. I get this at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I think it's Dollar Tree, and it's this salt-free garlic and herb seasoning. I love this stuff. It is so amazing. And I just like it. I got some new stuff too. I'm going to show you that I'm going to try. Hold on. I'm going to try. Now, I don't know if any of you have tried this. It's called Longhorn Steakhouse Grill Seasoning. It has, what does it have in it? I look in the ingredients. It's got, oh, what does it say it has? Oh, it's got flake salt, black pepper, garlic powder, ground red chili powder, paprika, cumin powder. No, onion powder. Sorry, I should have my glasses on. Onion powder, ground cumin seeds, and I thought that sounded like a good combination of spices. So I like cumin, but they've got it for steakhouse. I've never put cumin, however you say it, on steak. So I think, but I do not. The only thing I would change is I would do smoked paprika instead of regular paprika. Now this one is called Gourmet Beer Can Chicken. And it's got salt, of course, orange peel. I thought that sounded interesting. Garlic, garlic, oregano, crushed red peppers, thyme, and it's got, coriander. I thought this is an interesting combination. I always use, garlic powder, onion powder, sometimes sea salt, my spices. And you guys know my favorite, one of my favorite is Badia Complete. Between Badia Complete and my Saison. So with this, I'm going to be trying these new, and I'll try this on the chicken and see, because I really like thyme on chicken. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So who else? Sherry, looks like stress related. No, that's not what they're looking at. Yeah, I'm having more. I tell you what, I'm having CAT scans, PET scans, ultrasounds, you name it, I'm having it. So thank God that I have Medicare, and thank goodness and God that I have a secondary insurance. So hopefully it will not bankrupt me, but we'll see what's happening here. Graham, I don't know about you. Oh, Red says back in Denver. It's so lovely here. 86, down in the 50s last night. Oh, you must be loving that. Now, Lindy is up in Flagstaff, and I'm going to hopefully get together with her, and Get Lost Mike is coming back. So I'm going to get with him and her and just do maybe some videos up there and show you guys around. Hey, Jackie McDonald says, hi, Carol. Seriously, can use prayers. Oh, didn't go to work. Well, Jackie, we're just praying for you. Dear Lord, just touch Jackie, touch her body, and whatever is ailing her, just remove it, and a complete recovery and a rapid recovery. So, Jackie, we're praying for you, wishing you good thoughts. CW, hey, CW. Ken and Martami, hello. I found this channel. I love the living in the van style. Oh, you're a pre-med student and thinking this would be just right for me. You know what? There is a YouTube on right now of a pre-med student that is living in their van. So you might want to check that out, Tammy. And if you do decide to do this, I want you to promise you'll let me do a tour and interview you first. Would you do that? Hit me up at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. Can one of my mods drop that um, link for Glorious Life on Wheels? That I think that might really work for you because I hear the dorms and that can be really, really expensive. And for you, it would be short term while you're going, finishing up school. But you might want to check out that video of it's a young man who's living in his van while going to medical school. And that might give you some pointers. Hopefully it does. Thank you so much for joining, Tammy. Carol Rivers, I'm at Alamitos Marina, Long Beach, 72 degrees. I know. I'd say it's about 75 here. Yeah, about 75. Susie says, I used something like that in my truck that didn't have air conditioning. It was very expensive and not really worth it at all. Really? Well, maybe I'll reach out to the company and ask them to send me one so I can review it rather than pay it. But I'll tell you what, there was a guy that was there and he was buying two. He says he already has two that he put in rental units. And he said that because it was a lot less expensive for his tenants than air conditioning and that they really worked. So I don't know. What kind did you have, Susie? Can you tell me what the brand was that you had? Now, there was someone selling another one in another building, but someone told me that the one that I looked at first was much colder and worked a lot better. So there's a couple of products I want to maybe reach out to some manufacturers and see if I can get a couple of samples to try them out. One was a TINS. You guys have heard of that TINS unit where it stimulates the nerve? Now, I tried it on my Achilles heel that I have a problem with a tendon, and it helped just a tiny bit, but not very much. But now my goddaughter's husband, he sat down there when I sat down, and she put one on his back, which has been really causing him fits for quite a while. And he said but he put I had mine at 4, okay? He had his all the way up at 15. You put it up for the intensity of the shock or whatever it does to you. And he said it completely eliminated his pain. So I'm like, wow, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if they'll give me one and I can try it out too. Anymore, I'd rather, except for I did buy, what was it? I forget, but I did buy one of those shower units myself from Costco. Some things I just want to try myself and not have to worry, because if I don't like the product, then I have to contact I don't have to, but as a courtesy, I contact the manufacturer and I say, hey, I don't like this product, and I'm going to go online and say that. Do you want me to do that, or do you just want me to eliminate this video, because I'm not going to go on and say I like something that I don't. So Jackie says, had a swamp cooler on our house in Hesperia, noisy but efficient. Okay. Cheaper to use than a house AC. Yeah, this one says it uses 85 watts. And I thought that was really low, because my one that's standing up unit, it really cools it. I mean, it makes it freezing in my van, but it was 800 watts. And it also took up a lot of space and was very heavy. You had to roll it around. It was too heavy to lift up. So they say if you're in a dry climate, now you can't use it in, the other thing the guy did tell me, I think I may have already said this, that you do need to have good ventilation. So he said, keep a window open. So I was like, well, if I keep a window open, isn't that going to let hot air in? But he said you have to have good ventilation. So, and I guess that's so you don't get, and then he said you have to make sure you clean it regularly so mold doesn't build up in the unit. So he was saying maybe once a week clean it out. So I don't know. I think I might try one. Boomer in the Burb says, kind of jealous about those temps. Hey, Marta, hello. Marta says, hi, Vons. I can't get a break physically. Now I have cellulitis. Oh, my goodness. And an antibiotic for 7 days. Pray. Yes, we just pray, Marta, that this antibiotic will do its job and completely heal her leg. Oh, my goodness. I tell you. Nothing worse than being sick or having something go wrong in the heat, huh? Graham says, swampies are all good all over here because they are cheaper to run, great in high, dry weather, but completely useless in humidity. Well, it was really, I mean, it was blowing out fierce cold air. So I think I may try one. I think I may. Poor Susie says, Port Orford, south of Costco Bay, was more casual, and I think you could find more places to park. Okay. Hey, dearest Dawn, I was worried that you were sick. Well, I'm not feeling sick, at least not most of the time, but we'll see. We'll see what's happening. I did take a week. Every day I'd say, okay, I'll get it together. I'll do a video. And I was like, you know what? I need to just take a week off and take care of getting these tests done, not being worrying about videos, and I need to take care of first things first. So that's what I did this week. Hey, as a cactus flower one, too much TV? No, not too much TV. Unfortunately, I wish that were the situation. If not now, when says hello, Red. Oh, everyone. Yes, Carol Rivers. So you're noticing much tension too. I have a video that I'm going to do, and I want to do it on addressing how to deal with fear. And I saw one that laid out some things, and it had a therapist who tried something with someone and with amazing results. So, I'm a nervous flyer. I start the night before getting flutters in my stomach, and on the way to the airport, my heart's beating fast. And by the time I get on the plane, I'm like gripping the seats, looking around. I'm looking for, I'm looking for, my imagination just goes when I'm just looking. If I sit near the window where the wing is, I'm looking out, making sure it's not on fire. I mean, it just goes. I just go nuts on a plane. I mean, I don't show it on the outside, but on the inside, my mind is just going nuts. So I'm going to try this technique, and I'm going to share it with you guys next week and see if it helps any of you. Dearest Dawn says, I'm late to the party. No, I didn't sell my RV, but I do have a new van. Well, it's new to me. It's not new, but it's new to me. And I'm going to try it out. So you guys come with me next week when I go. It's the end of next week because I have a lot of tests. I test almost every day up and through Wednesday, but including a colonoscopy. Can you believe that? Whew. The last colonoscopy I did without any sedation and without being put to sleep. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm not going to go into why I did it, but won't do it this time. So, but hey, Spirit Wind View, hello. 3 Generations says, Lord, we pray for Carol's health. Thank you. We ask in Jesus' name, and we thank you, Father, for answering our prayers. Amen. Well, thank you. I'll tell you, if you guys are praying for me, I know things will come out okay. Doug says, you can feel the tension. It has to be the election aspect. I think so. I think people are afraid of what's going to happen leading up to, the couple of weeks before. They're afraid what's going to happen that day at different poll sites, because I think there are going to be people going around to the poll sites, maybe acting out or trying to, I don't know. And people, I think, are also afraid as to what's going to happen, whoever wins. So there's a collective tension. And I want to ask, what are you guys doing? I'm going to be talking about fear, in the upcoming week, but what are you guys doing are you just not watching the news? Are you just ignoring it? Are you prepping? What are you doing? Mona California says, I don't sense any tension. Okay, I try and sow the fruit of the Spirit. So, based on God's word, that is what I reap. Okay, well, that's a good thing, Mona California. Vaughn's on a roll says, everyone is keyed up for about 4 to 5 years now, in my opinion. I think I think right now is the height of it, really. Red says, but the antidote to fear is faith. Absolutely. The antidote to fear is faith. So I pray a lot because I've had anxiety worse lately. I think a lot of people, I think if you're already prone to anxiety, it could be a worse time for you. And if you're not prone, you could. So I think just praying up, I really do. Praying up for those who believe, staying in the word, reading about, no weapon formed against you will prosper, just reading different verses like, um, I, the verse is it Isaiah or is it Jeremiah? I know what I plan for you. I think the Jeremiah, my plans for you to prosper you, not to harm you. Sherry says everyone is stressed due to this economy. That's another thing. The economy is now they were talking about they were going to lower interest rates. But I heard the other day that if inflation doesn't come down to where I'm sorry, they were going to raise interest. Okay, let me get it together. They were going to lower interest rates, but if inflation doesn't stay where they want, they being those in power, that they're going to actually raise interest rates. So it's hard to know what's going to happen. So even those who are the economists are trying to figure out what to do. Hey, traveling with Charity. That is my friend Kathy. Kathy, I am going to be in Arizona, in your neck of the wood, next week and the week after. So God willing, I will message you or text you. I'm going to be up there and I'm hoping to do a tour of your property. Kathy with Traveling with Charity, go over and check out her channel. She bought a homestead in Arizona. And she put up a shed. She's just working it. I am so impressed and proud of her. So go check out her channel if you want to see. Uh-oh. Someone said that my voice went so much lower. Did my voice go lower? Let me see if I can. Let me go around and see if I can get a mic on here. And maybe let me see if I can get a mic. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm up closer. Can you hear? Oh, you guys don't want to be right up in my face. I'll talk louder. Let me know if you can hear me. Tim. Oh, Tim's in the house from Mo Bang for Your Buck. He said I went down lower. Mic is not working. It signals in and out. It's okay now. Okay, maybe where I was sitting, the direction I was sitting was I tell you, I just been having technical difficulties uploading on my computer and now the phone. So if it's okay, let me know and I will go try. I'm not on a mic right now. I'm just using the phone because when I couldn't get on my computer, I just raced to try and get on my phone. I tried, people were helping me. Finally, I just said, forget it. I'm going on the phone. Dearest Dawn says 112 in Sacramento and people are struggling. You know what I'm really concerned about? I'm concerned about older people who may not have air conditioning. That's what I'm really concerned about because my ex-husband's grandmother passed. Yes, she passed due to a heat stroke in New Jersey 1 year. She was trying to keep, she did have air conditioning. She was in a senior unit, but she was trying to keep the air off to control her bill. And she had a heat stroke and passed. So that's what I'm really concerned about. But they do have cooling stations, but a lot of older folks don't have transportation to get to them. Carol Rivers says, economy, politics, it affects most of us. I try to stay grounded. Yes, the economy, oh my goodness. who is this? Greg says, fighting fear now, living full time in a Class C and having to evacuate from Texas coast. Oh my goodness. Going to RV park, hoping the wind isn't too dangerous. Well, let's just pray for Greg's safety. Just give them safe travels, journeys, mercies to where they're going, and wherever they go, wherever they end up, let it be a safe place and remove the fear. We're just, when it says two or more are gathered, that God is in our presence. And so I know that with us here and speaking these words, that we also have support. We have a higher support above us, above us. So keep that in mind. Um, Sherry says, I have a icy breeze. It used way too much ice and power wasn't worth it. And a coolsy from Australia didn't work. Okay. Okay, well that wasn't the one that I was gonna get. It wasn't icy breeze. It was cool aid, I think. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna check. I'll check and see. Boomer in the verb says, my fear comes from being able to personally care for myself. That is a fear we all have, I think, as we get older, that, we'll be able to take care of ourselves. Lots to think about. I am more so into managing self-care to stay healthy and strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, not smoking, lowering certain types of foods, lessening stress, because stress will take you out. It will absolutely take you out. But fear causes stress, you know? So lessening the fear to thereby lessen the stress. And like I said, I'm going to address that next week because I'm meeting so many people who are just living in fear that they're not going to be able to pay their rent, fear they're about to be evicted, fear what are they going to do when their partner passes if they're ill because they can't pay their rent on just one income, fear that their rent is going up and they're in a panic. And I just take a breath and just, I don't know what to say, but I'm going to be addressing it because so many people are on fear, not just the election, not just what's happening here, but but just so many things. Patty says, for real, Sherry, I don't even have debt and I fear for economy. You know what? I'm not a wealthy person, but the one thing I don't fear for is I don't fear about the economy. Now, I do fear that if something happened and our dollars would be worth nothing, that my savings would go, down the drain. But I figure if that happens, we're all going to be in the same boat. So, you know, I'm just, I'm not fearing for the economy. I figure that I have enough friends, I have enough family that we can come together and support each other. And I don't know. I just don't have that fear of the economy. Um, I just don't. And I think if you have a support group, if you have a tribe, if you have friends, really ride or die friends, I think that perhaps, and family, I think um, I think that gives you perhaps a better sense of security, but ultimately our security is in God. So if we have that faith, I think that is what we, just have to put our fear aside and put our faith in. Mona, California says, I trust this word and his plan and won't knock him off the frame, and worry won't knock him off the throne. That's true. Red says, I went for a coffee date on the 4th of July afternoon. I'm going to talk about it on my live Monday. Okay, we'll look forward to seeing that, Red. Illinois South 65 is saying hello, hello. Traveling with Charity says, for me right now is the heat. Yes, is the heat. I may just go back to the fair and see if I can't get one of those. I may even just break down and buy one, although I don't want to, but I just may break down and buy one of those swamp coolers to give it a try. Because even though in this unit I have solar and I have a battery, I think it's 2000 amp hour, 1 or 2000 amp hours, I don't know, but it's not enough to run an air conditioner for a long period of time. And I probably would have to get a generator. So I think I may try one. I just may. If not now, when says once everyone that's not in the 1%, that they don't really care about us, but the powers that be are quite comfortable with keeping the 99% at each other's necks. Yeah, I think you're right. People who are in the 1%, they have no worries because they probably have bunkers and goodness knows things we can't even imagine. So I think the key is if you're in the 99%, which I am, then you have to come together and have a tribe. You really do. I read something. Oh my goodness, I was going to read it um, on this live because it's on my phone. It was from a Facebook group that I belong to, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't know if you can repeat stuff that's said on the private Facebook. But basically, this woman was talking about how she moved from one state to another. She didn't know anyone in her neighborhood. And she went around, made up flyers, and there are, I think, maybe 15 houses in the little cul-de-sac or community or whatever she was in. She had a get together. She went and gave flyers to every single person, inviting them to come to her get together. And she said everyone but two people came. And she said from that point on, I think it was Labor Day. She said every Labor Day they have a get together, every Christmas Eve that they have gotten to know each other. At that get together, they talked to each other, they got to know each other, they got to know a little bit about each other. That from that point on, whenever someone was sick, the neighborhood would rally and bring them food. Whenever there had been, I think she said only three or four only two people out of that community had moved, and that was like 20 some years ago. They just had rallied together and they just became fast. Not all of them were fast friends, but all of them looked out for each other. Sometimes they would take each other to the grocery store or pick up something. And I think that's what we have to do. That's how it used to be. I know in our neighborhood, our next door neighbor, when she'd bake a pie, she'd make an extra one and bring it over. And sometimes if my mom had extra fruit on one of her trees, we'd bring it. But that's what we have to get back to. And I think if we can get back to doing that, and it starts one person at a time, and maybe the person who needs to start it needs to be you. If you're lonely, if you're fearful, if you're afraid of having to look after yourself as you get older, build your tribe and build it now before you get to that point. Let me go back to the comments and see some more. Carol Rivers says, remember, people have things going on that they are stressed about. Be gentle and kind, but don't let up on your boundaries. Very true. You don't have to let people cross your boundaries to be kind. Thank you, Jackie McDonald. Thank you. Let's see. Um, Tina LaPlace says, not good times out there, Carol. I'm well stocked at home with food and water. Well, good. I think that's wise. I'm staying home and minding my own business and staying safe. I watch YouTube and relaxing. Well, I think minding your own business rather than gossiping or getting into others is good. But I do believe that we're not islands. And if we become islands, we will perish. That's just my opinion. And I don't mean perish from harm coming our way, but I mean from loneliness or fear, or I think getting out and among other people is helpful. I think it's very emotionally helpful. Sherry says a lot of people are having to pick which bills to pay and trying to figure out how to feed their families. Tensions are very high. This is true. One of the good things is in most communities, there are food banks. And that is a really good thing that there are food banks. So I encourage anyone who needs that to check 211 or whatever resources, or check with social services, because there are a list of food banks and you can find out where they are. Also, what's that food, Meals on Wheels? I called about it for a friend, and they told me this. They said, we will not deny anyone, even if they can't afford it. We will not deny them the meals. So check with Meals on Wheels also. Um, yes, Rebecca, faith over fear. Absolutely. Illinois South 65 says, still trying to get ready. Okay. All right. And all right. Red says, I'm hoping I'm getting better at that, Carol. My mom was a worrier and I became one too, but I hope I'm improving. Well, I'm going to be giving some steps later on in the week to address fear, and some things that have worked for some. So if it works for some, it could work for you too. Uh, yeah, I knew what you meant. Get your bed done. Yeah, a bed, and comfortable bed. I think the single most important thing after having a mechanically reliable vehicle, the single most important thing is somewhere comfortable to sleep. Because if you don't have a comfortable bed, you're going to be miserable. So that is. Hey, Judy, saying hello to Nora and traveling with Charity. Oh my goodness. Juvis Adventure says spent the week before at Oceanside Harbor. Oh, that's a lovely place to spend the week. But I'm going back down. Jessica is down in San Diego, so I've got to go back down there. I was down there, but I came back to had forgotten my computer, for the good that it did me. Came back to get my computer, and still I could have just stayed down there and done it on the phone and been on time. But anyhow, oh well. Hey, Faye Martin, hello, hello. Traveling with Charity. Kathy saying hello to Judy. Carol Rivers says, Traveling Willoughbys with Tom Petty, George Harrison, Bob Dylan. Oh, Roy Orbison. The concert was a band that impersonates them and plays their music. Oh, very well. Oh, that sounds like that would have been a blast, Carol. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tommy Bites TV Live. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday to you too. Hey, Chef Santa's in the house. Oh my gosh. Hello, folks. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July. God bless you all. And God bless you, Chef Santa. Oh, Illinois South 65 says, hi, Tommy Bites. I watch you also. Oh my goodness. Red says, one of my 5 children is always struggling with things, and I was constantly worrying about him. So I'm trying to pray without ceasing and let it go recently. So I'm doing better. Hopefully he will too. Yeah, here's the thing. Worrying doesn't improve the situation. All it does is stress you out. So I would say, rather than worry, either take some concrete action or turn it over to God. But worrying does not do anything other than harm you. Hey, Venetia Kelly. Hello, hello. Uh, Illinois South 65 says, Tommy, are you getting an RV? I'm getting my van together. Carolyn Grayer says, yes, God bless yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Tommy says, she was attacked by a wasp yesterday. It was so painful. Ooh, I don't even want to think about that. It's a little bit better today. I'm glad you are okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's better, Tommy. That sounds very uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. Uh, yes, Illinois South 65 Red was traveling. She was down in California, in fact. Um, Boomer in the Burbs is saying, look at your channel often, Tommy B. Oh my goodness, well that's cool. I'll have to check it out. Marta one says, too many are buying into the lies. I try to be prepared and share with others when I can. I pray for Jesus to help me. Yes, that's the best thing to do. Dearest Dawn says, I love the Traveling Willoughby. Sounds like a great concert. It sounds like, oh my goodness. Patty says, a real blessing to have original issue parents for this long. It is a blessing. Is it? Oh my goodness. I now have daughter and a friend here helping us. Wow. Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that you have help there, Patty. Um, Illinois South 65 says, Carol, going to try to contact you soon. And Red, what is your email again? Okay, I look forward to that, Illinois South. Yes, cumin is a good seasoning, and especially in chili too. But chili's really not my favorite. But Boomer in the burb says, I'm sad about the wasp attack. Glad you survived, Tommy. Oh, you're highly allergic, Boomer. So yeah, that would not have been good for you. Uh, Mo Bang for your buck says you are converted to minivan camper. Hey, Carol, I'm going to show you a tour. Mo Bang and Tim, rather, over at Mo Bang for your bucks. I'm going to show you. I'll give you a little. Well, should I give you a little? Well, let me show you. I do have a microwave. Let me show you that. Can you see my microwave there? So I can heat up water real fast on my microwave. Yes, I am, Tim. I'm trying something new. We'll see. It's Dearest Dawn says Carol has eagle eyes of perfection. I couldn't read it without my readers. Well, I'm shocked that I'm able to read it, quite honestly, Dearest Dawn, because these letters on my phone, these words on my phone are tiny. But Red, can you go ahead and let us know again when your live is going to be? It's going to be Monday. Red is having a live on Monday, which is coming up in a couple of days. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, prayers up, Boomer in the burbs. Hey, Elsa Ty. Oh, everyone's talking to everyone, and that's wonderful. I love that. Chef Santa says my copay for my PET scan is $300, and the same for any CT or MRI. Ooh, that's not good. I had a CAT scan, and I don't think it was anything, my copay. But I'll look and see the PET scan. Well, I'll see what the PET scan. Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm having the PET scan Monday. I can't eat any carbohydrates tomorrow, Sunday, or any sugar. I never heard of that. Have you guys heard of that? No, can't wear any metal, no jewelry, so no carbohydrates for 24 hours, no sugar, and no, I can't have anything to eat or drink except water 6 hours before. So, yeah. Yeah, too bad I don't have it at 9 in the morning, so I could just go from the evening. But Tommy Bites Life says, I'm an hour and a half from Boone, North Carolina. Oh, I'm looking forward to the fall to start spending time at campgrounds. There's a young woman who, now isn't Boone kind of in the area of Asheville? Is it Asheville? Up in that area, there's a young woman who opened up in fact, it's open now. It's a tiny home community in North Carolina. It's about, I think, an hour out of Asheville. Is Ashland? Anyhow, whatever that ash is up in North Carolina, you know, the it's kind of a, touristy place. But yeah, Boone, that's supposed to be very cool and nice up in the mountains, isn't it, Boone? I have a brother in North Carolina. Oh my goodness. So yeah, but you might want to go check. They're doing tours. They're doing tours at the tiny house community. I hope to get back there one of these days. But the first place I'm going to go tour is Community First in Austin. I really want to do a tour of that tiny house community. Jackie said, been sick since March 2024. Wow, that's a long time to be sick, Jackie. Praying that you will get healing and be better. Red says, yes, thank you, Red. Yeah, I will fill you in when I find out more. Yeah, Illinois South. Just make sure. I did a video a while back. You might go and check, but it was the 5 things that I was miserable without. I forgot to add. I should have made it 6 because my butane stove was one of them I should have added. But everyone is saying hello and sending prayers. Thank you, everyone. Um, thank you, Red, for my email there for Tammy, who's the med student. Just hit me up, Tammy, if you're still here. Um, Marianne A says, hello, hello, hope you're all doing well. Hope you are too, Marianne. Uh, hi, everyone. Caught the live today because I had to call off work today. Been sick. Yeah, Jackie. Well, I hope you'll be back. I'm glad you were on the line, but I'm sorry it was because you were sick, Jackie. Brittany says 68 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Wow, that's living the life. Hey, Al Gallivantin says, hey, I'm always late to the party. Well, you got here before it ended, at least, Gallivantin. Susie Asmus says, I don't remember it plugged into my ashtray plug. It blew air on me when I put water in it. It filled up the entire second seat. I donated a few years back. Okay. Yeah, well, this one looked pretty good. I may go get one and just test it out. Graham says there was a young man. Oh, sound is bad. Let me move again. Okay, is sound any better now? Well, I'm gonna be heading off here, so I'm going to. Oh, Venetia says 98 degrees in Portland. Wow. Having hurricane stress in my class C. Well, I hope, Gilo Grieg, that you are. I'm not hoping. We're standing on the word that you're going to be safe. All right. Anyone who has a okay, sound isn't good. Well, I'm gonna get off here. But anyone who has a channel, would you put a C up there so that I can acknowledge you? Put a C up there so I can acknowledge you. And if it's your first time in the house, would you put a number 1 so I can also acknowledge that? I am going to be going. Sorry, you guys. Um, I'm going to be passing over some of the comments because I want to get to the content creators and the newbies. So sorry if I missed some of your comments. Yeah, that's true. Have several options of protection, Julie B. That's a good idea. Congratulations, Southern Hospitality. What did I miss? Congratulations, Southern Hospitality. I don't know what they're congratulating you for, Southern Hospitality. I missed it, but congratulations. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So someone said, what make and model? Okay, all right. So it sounds like you got a rig. So yes, now I know what the congratulations are. Yoo-hoo. Glad to hear that. Yeah, Julie B says, and have faith in Jesus. I'm not afraid. That's a good one. All right, you guys. Oh, it's a 2013 Dodge Caravan. Found a decent cash deal. Well, good for you. We'll have to compare notes. Yep, Regina, self-care first. And been watching van life. Deborah says, been watching van life for months now. My husband of 20 years, 5 nights ago. I'm so sorry, Deborah. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, it is. Everyone talks about how cheap it is in the Philippines. And yes, it is English speaking a lot there. So I'm so sorry. What a difference, what a transition for you, and how different your life will be from this point on. I'm so sorry. My deepest condolences to Deborah. Marianne says, thank you. Yes, everyone, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Marianne. Hit that thumbs up. No news. Regina says she doesn't watch any news. All right. Okay, I'm going. Yep, get your colonoscopies, everyone. I'm going in. Southern Hospitality says doesn't watch the news. Rumble, no, no, Graham, I have not. Okay. Yes, everyone, huge hugs for Deborah. Okay, audio is scratching. Okay, I'm getting ready to get out. Hey, Mark, I'm going to early voting, but I live in a rural area. Oh, well, that's good for you. I'm glad for you. That's great. Audio is tough. All right, I'm going to be leaving. Okay. Let's see. Any content creators? All right. I know Nora over at Etsy. Go check out her Nora Cake over at Etsy. Redheaded Riding Hood has a live tomorrow. What time is your live, Red? Mo Bang for Your Buck is a content creator. Um, hey, Patty's Kitchen Garden and more content creators here. Who else is content creator? It's a Red-Headed Riding Hood. Tim from Mo Bang for Your Buck. Any other content creators here? Yes, Mark, that's a great thing to have a church family. A church family. Hopefully you guys can hear a little. I know I'm going in and out. Who else? All right, guys, I'm not getting to the C's, but I'm trying to get everyone who's a content creator. But it looks like my voice is going in and out. What a screwed up life. I'm sorry, folks. I apologize that I couldn't give you better audio. But I will see you next week, next Saturday. I hope by that time to be in I was going to say courtside, in Flagstaff, have a house sitter set up. So I will see you. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. I am checking out. See you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye. Red, did you tell what time you're okay? Red's live is Monday at 4:30 Pacific, 5:30 Mountain, and 7:30. 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern for Red-Headed Riding Hoods live. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.